You know what? We'll snap. It's whatever. We're young. We're sexy. We're young. We're sexy. We are full of energy. We're gonna discard all of his card. We have Chanchi in our hand. Oh, double snap! Dang! Let's go! Oh, why would you do that? Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Snap Already, guys. Coming to you with a big thing on my forehead because my wife decided to pick a blackhead right before I needed to record some videos. So anyway, guys, what's going on? Here we are. We made it this season to Infinite. We made it to 120. I'm ready to stop playing rank, and I'm gonna tell, well, not it's the only game mode, but I'm gonna only play memes for the rest of this season. I'm happy with 120. I need a break. It was too exhausting. But anyway, 2 weeks left on this season to push. A little bit less by the time you see this, but still relevant nonetheless. And I am here to give you all the wealth of knowledge, all the decks that I played that I think are the absolute easiest decks to push on the ladder this season and get that infinite, get that card back, and just flex on flex on me and other people around. Now, I'm gonna say twofold. There is a million decks. Any deck, I'm confident, any viable deck, let me say that, right, can take you to infinite, right? You've seen people pushing to infinite with Agatha. You've seen people doing all sorts of crazy stuff, right? You can have a negative win rate and still make it to infinite because you know when to snap and when not to snap, right? So if you lose 4-1 cubes and you win 1-8, technically you have a 20% win rate and you can still make it to infinite at a positive 4 cubes per battle. So just keep that in mind, right? The other thing is there's more than a deck. Very, very likely, if any of you go in the video description and copy some of this code, they're always there. Stop asking. If they're not there and I forgot, maybe, but there's always a link to SnapFan. Click on it and then you can copy code here and you can paste it on the game. I don't put the codes because they're like usually super long and they take the whole video description, but whatever. You're probably going to copy some of these decks. You're going to take it to the rank. You're going to lose one battle. Then you're going to lose a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, and say, this sucks. What the heck? There is nothing that will beat knowing your decks in and out. Like, that has to be. And I did a video about top 10 tips to make it to infinite. That has to be one of the absolute most important tips. If you don't know your deck interactions in and out, you're not going to win. If you don't know how your deck goes against certain matchups or how your deck's going to react, if you get leech or move or whatever, you have to know those, right? It's going to take a little bit of time. I say keep playing, right? Thanos is a deck that I hated, and then I started playing with it, and then when it clicks, right? Once you start doing, oh, I can get the green stone and this and that, and now I can do all this, dang, I didn't know that, and now all of a sudden you have this new tool, right? Might be a little bit of a stretch, right? But think about it like chess, right? There's so many other interactions that you're gonna learn across the way that keep practicing the deck. If you see someone pushing to infinite with a deck, most likely you can also do it, but they have been playing the deck longer, right? A good example of that is Sera Surfer. I play Sera Surfer more than any deck. I'm pretty sure I play Sera Surfer more than any deck. I know all the ins and outs. I know all the numbers by head. I know everything, right? So that's gonna be one thing. So number one deck, it's gonna be move. I'm just kidding. It's not move. I just thought I was trying to see how long I could keep you all on this video with that move deck there and just. Now I'm gonna go over every deck and then at the end I'll do a battle with each and every one of the decks so you can see some gameplay if you haven't seen it or not. But number one deck, the deck I have played the most in the last 2 seasons, not this exact deck, the archetype Galacti-Boi. I love me some Galacti-Boi. I cannot wait to get this Fabiano, whatever variant. I really want it. But anyway, guys, Galacti-Boi, it's one of the decks that I have played the absolute most, and I have played all flavors of Galactus. I play Mr. Negative Galactus. I have a Thanos Galactus video coming tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I played without null, because that's the other thing. Every time I was playing with Galactus over the last 2 seasons, people say, well, this deck doesn't work with null. I just recently unlocked null. I pushed to infinite without null. And null is fun, it's fine to have, but also if you pull a Galactus turn 4 with a wave, null's going to be really weak. So I got quite a few of suggestions that I'll go over here in a minute, but it's been a really tough season for Galactus right now. Aero is rampant. Everyone's running Aero, so it's kind of hard to get Galactus on turn 5 or 6 and not get it countered with anything, right? Polaris counters it, Cosmo counters it. If you do Wave and they do Magneto, they also counter you. Like, if they do any of the goblins on your side, they counter you. Like, it's not as easy, right? The re counters it, the locations counter it, right? So it's not as easy, right? I get a lot of comments saying, "Oh, that's a like easy mode," or "That's like no brain." No. It's a lot harder, right? Especially now that you have to kind of be sneaky. If you see someone doing an Electro and then you see Daredevil, you know what's gonna happen, right? I got Daredevil in the deck. Daredevil, it's such a good card for any deck, right? Especially if you have a deck that you have nothing to do on turn 2 and you start playing really at turn 3 or 4, something like maybe a Shuri deck or something like that. Daredevil is not a bad option. Knowing what your opponent is going to do in 1/6 of the turns, it's really great, right? Turn 1 and 2 usually don't matter that much. So knowing what they're going to do at the late stages of the game, it's a lot of intel there. Yondu, love Yondu on this deck. There's nothing one energy that makes sense there. Some people put Sunspot just to either, if I don't pull Galactus, this is my plan B, or it's an easy way to feed Death and Null. It's also another great alternative. I don't have it in the suggestions. I should have added it. But Yondu, when you discard a card from your opponent, first of all, you take one of the cards away, which can be good or bad, right? If you get Subterranean, you get rid of one of their rocks, is bad. But also, it will feed Null and it will feed Death, right? So the card that you destroy, and if you get Kamar Touch or something like that, and then Death is 7 on turn 1, and then like your Null's already absorbing 2 of the cards. A lot of the time, people are going to have America Chavez, so that's a free 9 for him. So that's pretty good, right? Cloak, you're gonna get squirrels, you're gonna get rocks, you're gonna get monsters, you're gonna get all sort of crap that you don't want in a lane. Turn to Cloak in the middle lane. It's such an underrated and such a good play, right? Why? Because on turn 3, if you get squirrels, you can move them. If you get rocks, you can move them. Like, it just gives you a lot of flexibility. But also 2 for 4. It's pretty good, right? If you make it to that last turn and you still have Cloak in your hand and you Galacti-Boi, having that 2 for 4, it's gonna come in handy, especially if you think they're gonna Chanchi you, right? Because if they Chanchi, if you have reveal priority, Chanchi is a 4 for 3, which is, it's kind of a lot, right? Now they only have 2 energy left. That's 3. So having Cloak and being able to do like a Cloak and a Goblin or a Cloak and a Daredevil, like, trust me, I have won games because of Cloak. Electro, you need to pull Galacti-Boi on turn 4-5 to win, right? You can do a turn 6 Galactus, and we'll get to that in a second. But having Electro, Wave, or Mrs. Psylocke in your deck, it's how you achieve that. The problem with that is if you do Electro, and every time I play Galactus with the intent of I'm gonna pull Galactus, right? So you're gonna see me play an Electro even if I don't have Galactus, and if they snap, I retreat, and I'm going like it's 1 cube, it's fine. But I always play thinking I'm gonna get Galactus even if I don't have it on my hand on turn 5 or 6, which is kind of risky gameplay, but that's what works for me. So I would play an Electro down even if I don't have Galactus, and if it's like turn 4, I would do Wave, hoping that I pull Galactus on turn 5, and if I didn't, then I'll do Death or something else. But it's pretty good. Shuri, I love Shuri on this deck. Absolutely love Shuri on this deck, and not because of what you think. The amount of times I get people to quit on turn 5 because I don't have Galactus and I send a Hobgoblin to their side of the field, insane, dude. They cannot Chanchi it. They cannot do anything. No one's running Destroyer. What are you going to do? Now you have a -16 on your side of the field. It's GG. And sometimes when I get Sinister London, I do Shuri on Sinister London turn 4. And then turn 5, I do Hobgoblin. -32 on 2 lanes that they can do nothing with. Instant retreat, dude. I love that play. But also, if you make it to turn 6 and you Galacti-Boi, you can do Shuri and Death. Very easy to pull off, right? And then you got 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 on a turn 6. That's pretty decent. That's not a lot of decks can put that much power with 6 energy, right? Chanchi, obvious reasons. If they have reveal priority and you Galacti-Boi and you know what they're gonna do, it's very easy to do. But also, if you are able to play your Null earlier, either via Wave or via Electro or via Psylocke, Chanchi's a great double-edged, not double-edged sword, like a great double advantage, right? A win-win, because your null, it's gonna absorb anything you destroy, right? So you put your null on the side, maybe you destroy like an America Chavez, and they're thinking, oh, 6 for 9, who cares? Which is good. And then all of a sudden you Chanchi, and now you take one of their lanes completely off the board while making another one of your lanes really powerful because you just fed them with via Chanchi. So love that interaction. Hobgoblin, obviously you denied one of the spaces on the board, but also -8. Hobgoblin, Shuri, it's one of the only times I do turn 6 Galactus, unless I know they're not gonna do something on a lane. Like sometimes I would just play it on Death Domain just for the memes or Luke's Bar or something like that. And in a tie. Dr. Octopus, such an amazing card for multiple reasons. First of all, Electro turn 3. On turn 4, you empty their hand and get ready for a Galacti-Boi turn 5. Dude, what are they gonna do? First of all, you took their arrow out, you took their Shuri down, their Chanchi, and I love when I do Dr. Octopus, I pull their Chanchi and they snap, because got you. It's like, no, dude, I got you. You just got rid of your Chanchi, and now I can do my null and my death in peace on turn 6. I don't care who reveals first, I'm gonna take it. The other thing is, you put Dr. Octopus down, you empty their hand, but also, if you Galacti-Boi turn 5, now all of a sudden your null has 5 cards to feed on, and your death just got extra 5 cards. So your death is automatically, even if you didn't play anything else, Electro, Dr. Octopus, and 4 of their cards, dude, your death already pretty much free, right? Such an underrated, such a great card. But also, if you do turn 3 wave and you do Galacti-Boi turn 4, and you have Dr. Octopus, you have to take it, because 2 things are gonna happen. First of all, you empty their hand, they cannot play anything, and now you can either do a Chanchi if they got like big energy cards, or you know what's the number to beat. It doesn't get any better than that, right? Because then you immediately know what is it. Maybe you're gonna pull crap, you're gonna pull maybe not crap, and then okay, can I beat it with Shuri Death? Can I beat it with this and that? It's really great, right? Again, null, you do not need null. I play for the longest of the time with null, and I don't always play null. The amount of times I make it to turn 6 and I was going against a Thanos deck and all they played down was stones, and my null is 4, 5, 6, 8, whatever, it's not as good, right? Sometimes just doing the Shuri Death combo, it's absolutely the best. Galacti-Boi, probably one of the 2 cards that if you're a free-to-play player and you're saving your tokens, Galactus Thanos would be my first 2 options. There's one of the 2 more unique cards in the game, and they offer so much fun, so much flexibility. So I would say for those, Death is a dead giveaway on this deck. It's a staple. It's such a good card. The amount of times I get Death for free on the last turn, dude, it is insane, right? And being able to do a null Death combo on the last turn, dude, it's unbeatable. It's unbeatable, right? I got in my lane to 100 pretty easily with that. So yeah, as far as suggestions, you know, you can slot in the second Goblin if you want. You can slot in Wolverine with his with his new buff. Wolverine would also be one of the options that I would consider a turn 6 Galactus. If you have Wolverine and then there you have like Death Domain or Luke's Bar or something like that, it's pretty good, right? Because Wolverine's not going to get destroyed if you play it in there. It's also going to be either 4 or 6, depending on how many times it's skipped. So it's also a good booster there. Destroyer, similar to Cloak, right? But also you can do an Electro and then destroy it with Destroyer. And then you will be able to play extra cards, empower your null, empower your death. And then America Chavez, if you want to make your game more consistent in the draws, America Chavez is a good fodder there. But also, if they Yondu you, they're gonna pretty much always take America Chavez. So it's not the worst choice, but I usually stop playing her because, again, with this deck, turn 6 Galactus is viable via Shuri Hobgoblin. I usually don't play America Chavez. If I wasn't doing the Shuri Hobgoblin combo, maybe I would add her in to have better luck of the draw. But this is one of the only decks that I consider turn 6 Galactus to be viable. Oh, well, that was 15 minutes of Galactus. The second deck, and this is the deck that I actually pushed to 120 this season. It's my Shuri deck, dude. Such a freaking strong deck. It is amazing, and it offers so much flexibility. I just unlocked Sauron, which is not needed. You do not need Sauron. Sauron helps, but Sauron is not a staple for this deck, right? You can use things like Zero to do that, but let's start, right? First off, don't play Ebony Maw. You never want to play Ebony Maw unless you're counting on Arnim Sola to win. Because Sauron Ebony Maw, it's the combo wombo. Or Zero Ebony Maw, right? There is very few cards that on turn 2 you can put 10 damage. And Zero Ebony Maw, it's that combo, dude. It's absolutely bananas. Ebony Maw, it's such a good card. And when you combine it with Sauron, dude, it's GG, right? Sunspots is there because this deck, a lot of times you can skip turn 5 and win, and I'll go to it, right? Because you put your Sunspot down, now you're collecting all that energy, you put your armor down. The ideal rotation for me for this deck is turn 1 Sunspot, turn 2 armor, turn 3 Sauron, turn 4 Shuri, done. You pretty much, and also you're gonna face a lot of this deck. Whoever draws Shuri wins, period, right? Or whoever draws Shuri's Red Skull win. But the thing with it is, now if you do Sauron, or if you don't have to do Sauron and you do Shuri, next thing you know, you have so many cards to play, right? You can do a 14 arrow and move everything out of the way. The ideal strat here is doing Red Skull, right? If you do a Teddy Red Skull, I don't think there's any other drop that can beat a Teddy Red Skull. And you usually want to do that where you have your armor. So then on the last turn, you can Taskmaster on every other 2 lanes, or do your Red Skull in a lane without armor and make sure that you can do Arnim Sola on the last turn and make sure you have revealed priority so they don't chance you, right? That's one of the reasons why America Chavez works so good on this deck. Make sure you get the cards you need. This deck is very consistent because you don't need a lot of cards to make it work. You have so much power, and you can win either with doing Typhoid Mary, She-Hulk. You can do, one of my favorite things is turn 4 Shuri, skip turn 5 completely, and then turn 6 you can do She-Hulk and Taskmaster. That's 20-20 in 2 lanes, right? But that's where you have to make sure they don't aero you, because if they aero you and now all of a sudden they stack your She-Hulk and your Taskmaster, odds are you lose the game. But just keep that in mind. Other ways that I have won with this game is if I do Sauron earlier and then on turn you can skip turn 4 again, turn 5 again, and you can do She-Hulk, Typhoid Mary, and Ebony Maw on the last turn. Insane. Like no one... Ooh, sorry for that. No one is expecting that, dude. 27 energy damage power on the last turn. It is absolutely bananas, right? Also, you can be winning a lane and then just do arrow on the last turn, swoop it to the left, to the right, to the center, and also win. So very consistent, very strong deck. Now, as far as substitution, dude, I've done the Sabu Wong. Sabu Wong is so good. It is so good because of the same things I was saying, right? You do Sabu turn 2, Wong turn 3, Shuri turn 4. Don't play turn 5. Why are you going to play turn 5? Next thing you know, the next card you play is going to have 4x, right? And you can do either a 40 Typhoid Mary, you can do a 40 She-Hulk, and then copy with Taskmaster. Like, it's so good. Like, it legitimately works, right? Obviously there's so many counters. You open yourself to get your Wong counter for 2 turns, which is less than ideal. Atuma, similar to Typhoid Mary, right? If you can do Zero Athuma or Sora Athuma, fine. Or if you can do Armor Athuma, right? You got a few ways of being able to play Athuma that make it work. Lizard, Titania work beautifully with Zero, right? Titania does not work with Sauron because Titania is not ongoing. It's just an ability. But just keep that in mind. But again, with Zero, the possibility of adding 8, 9, 10 damage on turn 2 or 3, dude, it's so good. Especially if you get a location that closes turn 4 or like a storm, they're not gonna beat you with that. Like, you cannot put that much power with anything else on turn 2 or 3. Like, not that I can think of, however. And yeah, Arnim Sola wants me so many games, but you have to have revealed priority. You do not want to get Chanchi before you're able to Arnim Sola. Also, Arnim Sola has to destroy the car, so you cannot play Arnim Sola where you have an armor. And if you watch the battle that took me to 119.9, I think a video uploaded yesterday, the day before that, I had a 60 red skull that I was able to Arnim Sola to all of my lanes. That was absolutely insane. So again, very consistent, very, very nice deck. Then Dino-Thanos. When the Quantum Tunnel was in, this was an absolute hood to play, but it's still a hood to play, right? Thanos, you start with your 6 stones in your deck. 6 stones give you a lot of things to do, but also this is why Devil Dino is so good in this deck, right? Devil Dino, you can put him down. He can be super weak, and then on the last turn, you put a bunch of stones down, you draw a bunch of cards, and Devil Dino goes from 0 to hero really, really fast. Lockjaw, it's so fun. If you put your Lockjaw down, and all of a sudden you pull like your big cards, right? A Blue Marvel, it's fine to play. You can pull a Leech, dude, and when you pull a Leech on turn 4, that's an insta retreat from your opponent a lot of times. But one of my favorite interactions with this deck is put Lockjaw down, put my yellow stone in it, make sure that I pull a lot of things. Also, if you get the green stone, you can put Lockjaw on turn 2, which is absolutely amazing as well. And then once you get that lane pretty full with all the cards you need, then you put the blue stone out and you move Lockjaw to a brand new lane, and then you rinse and repeat. It's super fun to play, especially when you have Quinjet early on and your stones cost 0, and then you can do like a Lockjaw and 3 stones. Dude, it is absolutely amazing. Such a fun deck to play, and it's really fun, right? I don't know that I would be like one of my favorite goes to strongest deck, but I did push about 10 ranks in the hundreds this season with this. So it's doable. It's more luck based than other decks, right? Because you're gonna start already with a deck that has 18 cards. And if you don't pull any of the stones and you have really high expensive cards in your hand, it sucks, right? Like if you start a game and all of a sudden you have Infinite, Magneto, Thanos in your hand, it's like, I'm done, right? Beautiful hand to start would be Quinjet, Lockjaw, and the Yellowstone. Yellowstone is absolutely amazing card. It gives you 2 extra stones. Stones lets you draw cards. Yeah, but starting with really expensive cards in your hand, it sucks sometimes with it. But you know, luck of the draw with any deck, it's gonna affect. Then we have this high win rate MODOK deck. MODOK, the season card this season, the season pass card this season. It's a lot of seasons. Such a good deck, such an amazing deck, especially if you are able to play MODOK in something like Kamar Tag or Bar Sinister, or that doubles its effect, dude. It is so freaking fun to just have your card full of swarms and see that Apocalypse go. It's really, really fun. No counters for Dracula. Dracula right now, it's a pain. And the thing is, you cannot Chanchi a Dracula because he will not destroy a card until the end of the turn, until the end of the game. So Chanchi doesn't do anything. The only real way of countering him, it's either putting rocks in your opponent's hand or doing like a Black Widow, or I don't know. It's a really hard card to deal with. Morbius and Mystique, right? If you put Morbius and then you do Mystique on the next turn, now you have 2 Morbs, and then it's real Morbing time if you do that. So it's such a fun card. Colleen Wynn, you get that Swarm out. Wolverine discarded at the end with your MODOK, and you put it in. America Chavez is in here just to thin the herd, but also on the last turn, Dracula is either going to be America Chavez or Apocalypse. If you can do like a turn 5 or turn 6 MODOK, which is really good. Moon Girl, it's okay, right? If you can get 2 Draculas, it's fine. If you can get 2 Wolverines, it's fine. If you can get like 8 Swarms, it's fine. 7 Swarms, it's fine. So it's okay. It's not necessarily needed, but it's fine. Especially if you can do, it's fine. It's fine, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This deck is really fun, and on the last turn, if you chain things right, dude, it can put like 40 power without breaking a sweat. It's really fun to play. And my last deck, and might be a controversial one. Now, I don't have a Sabu deck per se on this deck list because I never got Darkhawk when Darkhawk was really strong. So I never played too much Sabu. So yeah, if I would have had Darkhawk, probably Sabu deck would have made it to this list. I still think Sabu is extremely strong. But Sera Surfer, it is my bread and butter. It's probably one of the decks that I have played the absolute most in my Marvel Snap career as a professional Marvel Snapper, Snapster, right? It's such a consistent deck. And with pushing, consistency, it's all. Sure, it's fun when you do like a really cool chain meme thing, but if it only works 5% of the time, 10% of the time, it's not good enough. Right, you have to have a win rate of 55% and then know when to snap, and like, you know, it's consistency, it's absolute key. And with Sera Surfer, consistency, it's one of its strongest suits, right? You have a lot of negation here with Cosmo, Killmonger, Polaris. You can mess your opponent quite a bit. And I don't think the Silver Surfer nerf was as bad as people are thinking, because him being 3-2, it's actually quite good, right? The amount of times I lost because I had to put Silver Surfer on a lane with nothing sucks. You also have the trifecta, the second, how do I call a trifecta if it's only two? A duofecta of Iceman Scorpio. It's so annoying, dude. Nothing has destroyed more games in Marvel Snap for me than Iceman turn 1. And I mean that, right? Nothing has destroyed more games. Iceman on your Shuri, you're done. Iceman on your Electro, you're done. Iceman on your Dr. Octopus, you're done. Like, Iceman destroy so many games. Scorpio not as bad. Scorpio is annoying, but I don't think it's a deal breaker. I've won games because they have Scorpio with like a 0 energy card, and I put in Bard with no name, and I've won Arnim Sola. So yeah. Brute still pretty good, right? You're still gonna put 6, and then with Silver Surfer you're gonna make that 6 go into a 12. That's not bad. Sera is such a good card. Overall, guys, it's such a good deck. And if you put Sera down and you can do a Silver Surfer Polaris Maximus or Silver Surfer Maximus Brood on the last turn, you're still going to put 20 damage down. You're still going to do a lot of damage. You're still going to hurt a lot of feelings. So this deck, despite the nerf, I say it's great because how consistent it is, right? As far as substitutions, you can always do Storm and then Juggernaut. That sucks, right? You can play Forge, and if you Forge turn 2 and then Brood turn 3, that's so bad because all Brood and the Broodlings are 4. And then Silver Surfer on top of that, dude, is just freaking amazing. Bishop, it's great if you play it early, and if you got Sera, because then you can play on turn 4, and then on 5 and 6, 7, it gives +5, so it would still be pretty good, right? But Silver Surfer, it's such a consistent deck that I would say still give it a try. Don't give it for death just because it was nerfed a little bit. The 3-2 is really not that bad if you think about it. Sure, it affects Brute the most because Brute was +3, but also they gave 2 to Silver Surfer. So you play a 3 card on turn 3, a 3 card on turn 4, and then on turn 5 you do Sera. So you play 5 3 energy cards on this deck. So you lose 5 power theory, or 8 if you play Brood, right? So it's you still losing, but Silver Surfer having that +2, it's not as bad, I guess I'm trying to say. That being said, guys, I'm gonna be jumping into the rank now. I'm gonna be doing a 1 battle with each of these decks to just push this video to the 3-hour mark. Whew, and see how it goes. Now, you know, Bufarete only puts the seal, the card back of approval for cards that absolutely made it to infinite. So I got all 5 decks right here, and all 5 of those, they have pushed me to infinite. And here they are, all 5 of them. So we're gonna start with my favorite, Sera Surfer. Okay, we're gonna go against Nick Madudu. What up, Nick? Ooh, Kilm is good for me. There we go. We're gonna start with the annoying Iceman at the beginning. Problem right here is, do we want to kill Monger? I guess if I armor, I can kill Monger, and that's not gonna be as bad. Ooh, sewer system. Okay. I'm gonna do... Dude, look at that gold armor. It's so good! Oof! I'm gonna do this there just so I can kill Monger later on. And then we can Polaris whatever he puts in there. So that Shocker, we can even pull it out. Ooh! Okay, we're going against a Patriot deck. Okay, oh, this is good. We might be going against a Patriot deck. I'm gonna wait, because if he puts like a lot of 1 and 2 energy cards and I can pull them more to Bar Sinister, that'd be fine. But also if I can do Killmonger, that'd also be fine. So I think for now, I'm gonna do this boy right here and we're gonna pass. See, so now if I do Polaris, I can pull both of those cards. If I do this, both of them come, but let me wait and see what he's gonna put down. Shocker. Eesh. Interesting. I think I'll just do Polaris here and call it a day. Get that Misty Knight out. Patriot. See, why would you do Patriot dead and not do Patriot in Bar Sinister? That is a very, very, very interesting play right there, actually. Unless he's going to Mystique here. I think he's going to Mystique here. And I didn't put a 2 energy card there, which sucks, but I can also do this. Dude, oh my gosh. Do we want to do this right now? No, because +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, it's better than -1, -1, -1, -1. So I think this is the play here. I think, oh, no Mystique. Interesting. I thought he was going to Mystic there. He didn't Mystic. Let's see what he got. And now turn 5, we just chill. We don't even... That doesn't make any sense at all and whatsoever. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand what he did. I do not... I mean, I don't have to understand what he did. You know what we can also do? I don't know what he's going to have. I'm guessing he's going to do... What's his face? I think he's going to do... I don't know. The Patriot deck? I think he's going to do Ultron. Ultron is the play. And he would Ultron here or Ultron here? I don't know where he's going to Ultron, but I can do Cosmo here if we really want to be mean. But then 8 here. I think he's going to do 8 here with Ultron. I don't know. I'll do... Ultron wins this game. Ultron wins this game, actually, because if he Ultrons here, the bots are going to get +4. So would he Ultron here or here? I think he would Ultron here because it would be 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Let's see. Oh, that's Ultron, isn't it? I think that's going to be Ultron. It has to be Ultron. If it's Ultron, we lose, and that's fine. Debris. Okay, he saw the chance and he took it, and you know, we kind of have to praise him for that. So the Scorpio actually came in super clutch there. I don't know that I agree with that. Now, I knew something that reveal was gonna happen. I just legitimately thought he was gonna Ultron in the center. Although Ultron on the right would have also made a lot of sense. We would have won. If we would have Ultron on the right, we would have lost. Because that would have been 32 here, so he would have beat us there, and then he would have won this lane here. Cosmo on the right would have also not won us, but that Silver Surfer there, dude, such an amazing thing. Now, we lost here in hindsight, right? I did my Killmonger. I should have done my Killmonger on the left, so we had something to buff, right? I didn't put any 3 energy cards on Kilm, knowing that Bar Sinister was happening. You know, that's on me. That was a bad play in hindsight. But yeah. Now we are going to MODOK. Mr. Glacier! I don't know why I said that like that. I guess he likes to glaze stuff. Mr. Glacier. Ooh, yikes. That's a rough one. Nexus. I like Nexus, actually. I do like Nexus because I got Dracula now. Dang, 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 dang. I'll put Wolverine there. That's fine. I've got nothing else to do. That's good. Come on, and nice. Sabumafu! Now remember, the good thing about Sabu is that Sabu always has... I'll do this right now. That's 4, and then we'll do Dracula. Sabu always has Chanchi, so Chanchi cannot Chanchi Dracula. That's unideal, actually. That is very unideal. That is very unideal. We'll do Dracula here. Dang it, we lost this game because now he's gonna do Red Skull or Thyromary, and then he's gonna do Taskmaster on top of that. You know why he skipped, right? Yeah, he's 100% doing that. Now, do I want to do Morbius here? I think the play... No, because I don't have enough energy. If I do Morbius here, I cannot do Moon Girl. Dang it. But Morbius is going to get +4, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8, that's not a lot, dude. Versus just doing MODOK here. Yeah, that's still better than not. So I'll do Morbius there. Ah, dang. That worked out for us pretty good, actually. That worked out for us pretty good, actually, dude. He just doubled Spider-Man, dude. That freaking sucks. Ah, dang it, dude. If I put this here, we have to hope it doesn't get destroyed. Have to hope it doesn't get destroyed. If it gets destroyed, we lose. I don't know. We'll snap to it. Now, my Dracula's gonna go to 16 to 20, and my dude, he just wasted Shuri on a Spider-Man. What an absolute mad lad. The only other person other than Bufarete playing a Ghost. Oh my goodness, boys. That's gonna be a good one no matter what. Because Morbius is gonna go to 10, and then Dracula. Nice, let's see. Don't get destroyed. Don't get destroyed. Don't get destroyed. Don't get destroyed, please. Wait. Wait, we won. Nice. Nice. Dude, that's the thing about Dracula. Dracula, it's after the game ends. So Chanchi happens before that. Why would you do that, dude? What did you thought was gonna happen, Glazer? And that's why I tell you, #1 tip for winning at Marble Snap is you have to know your decks. You have to know your decks. And not in hindsight, I probably should have played MODOK on the... We would have won anyway, but MODOK on the right made a lot more sense because it's fine. Okay, now we're going with Thanos. And as I was saying... Okay, so we got his Chanchi out of the way, which is good with Thanos, actually, because now he cannot Thanos my other thing. Dude, every time, my favorite thing. Mine is beautiful, yours is ugly. Ay. So we'll see what happens. Now, one good thing is if we can pull... See, this is one thing that I completely dislike about Thanos decks is... how slow it is everything right now. We don't pull a stone that draw cards, and now we have 2 really expensive cards in my hand. I just butchered Superflow. So, but look, this is the absolute worst case for a Thanos deck. Absolute the worst, because I don't pull any of my other stones. I cannot draw cards, and if this is it. If I would have had the green stone now, you can do the green stone on turn 4, and then you can do She-Hulk Infinite on the last turn. Or if I would have had the Superflow, which we didn't have. I'll just put that in there because he cannot destroy it because of the Sunspot. And let's see now. Oh my goodness, Bufarete. It's the worst. I don't have any stones! And this is... And I will fight anyone. When people say that Thanos is so good, look. I got 10 cards in my deck, and I pulled the 5... I didn't pull the 5 stones that let me draw cards. I pulled the only stone that doesn't let me draw cards. Sakar plays it for free. And now what am I gonna do? I think... Is he running a Thanos deck himself? He played the Infinite too early. I'll play my own Infinite here, but dang it, dude. I think we're... Look at that. We didn't pull any of the stones with America Chavez in the deck. I don't care. We win or lose. This has to be the game that it captures Thanos the best. I hate this battle. I hate this battle. Hate it with all my passion, with all my heart. I hate it. I hate this battle. This is what I keep telling everyone, that Thanos, it's not a good deck, and everyone is like, Bufarete, did you not know that the creator clash was won by someone that was running Thanos? Thanos is very good. No, it's not. It's not consistent. If you have a card with only expensive cards in your hand, what are you gonna do? We did it. There's 6 stones, 5 draw cards. We didn't pull any of them, and we were just sitting there. If we would not have Sunspot and She-Hulk, like Steezy Madudu, what up, sir? Okay, I love me some good ninjas there. Now, you have to play armor before you play Sauron, because Sauron will kill your armor, which is the reason why I don't run Cosmo on this deck. I used to run Cosmo before Sauron, so they could enchant you, right? So then you can do armor Cosmo, and then you can put really expensive cards in there without the fear of then getting destroyed. So that's why I do it. Okay, turn 2, very... Okay. Oh, we got Arnim. Arnim is good. So I'm going to do this here. And that's good. He's running a Galacti-Boi deck. 100% Galacti-Boi. 100% Galacti-Boi deck. 100% Galacti-Boi. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Sauron here. He's running a The only person that runs Wolverine is Galacti-Boi. Is that Wave? Check it out. Is it Wave? Is it Wave? Electric. Yeah, he's running a Galacti deck, dude. And the good news with Galacti deck is the following. Oh, I cannot play this in here. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna do Shuri. Now check it out. Check it out. Because he's gonna Galacti. That's Dr. Octopus. Okay, Hood. Okay, he's gonna Galactus now, all right? And we have 2 options. I don't think I want to Aero though. I don't think I want to Aero. Do we want to Aero the Galacti-Boi, or do we want to help him with the we'll Aero. We reveal first. They're so freaking obvious, dude. They're so freaking obvious. You make us Galactus players look bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, I could have done something else that was a lot meaner, right? Because the last card I played was Shuri. I could have completely skipped turn 5. The only reason I didn't do that is because I thought that maybe he would have had a Spider-Man. No, it was turn 5, because all the other thing you can do is just completely skip the turn, and then next turn you do a Teddy Red Skull, and then you put an Ebony Maw behind it, and he reveals first because Galactus is his only card on that lane. So, dude, don't be so dumb. Wolverine, Electro, Hood, really? Like, what? Obviously, we know exactly what you're gonna play, dude. But again, if they do that to you and you don't have Aero, you can just skip the turn completely, and then next turn just Red Skull, Ebony Maw, Red Skull, or like any other cards would have won. I almost wanted to do that. He was gonna reveal first because of Wolverine, and if I had to guess, he was gonna do something like Wolverine, Galactus, Demon, and then something else, which I think we would have. I mean, he cannot defeat 37 on the last turn. So I don't know. Maybe I should have played with him a little bit more. I should have snapped, maybe tried to get a few more cubes out of him. But yeah, DC, dude, you gotta. It's not 2019 anymore. You cannot play Galactus like it's 2019, dude. The moment you've all been waiting for, an actual professional teaches you how to play Galacti-Boi. An actual professional, and like an MLG 360 no scope Did you see that location blink? Did you see that? You saw that, right? It blinked and it showed like Mojo World for whatever reason. It did it again. Oh, that's interesting. See, I'm playing Electroler because I'm playing like if we're gonna get Galactus. If he snap, we'll just retreat. It's not a big deal. Again, we're playing like if we're gonna pull, if we're gonna pull him. It'd be cool if we pull Octopus. Octopus dude would have been cool. He's gonna arrow me, and that's fine. If he arrows, we retreat. If he arrows, we retreat. I'm playing like an absolute noob. If he arrows, we retreat. If that's arrow, we retreat. It's not a big deal. If it's arrow, you retreat. And you just live to die another day. And now we have Chanchi in our hands, so whatever he plays next, we can always Chanchi. If he arrows, we retreat. Just chill. Just chill. Cosmo and Lizard, okay. Kneel before Galactis. Oh, he thought we were gonna move our cards to Wakanda and we were gonna Galacti-Boi here. My dude, why? What? He Shuri his Cosmo out of fear. That is funny, dude. That is so freaking funny. You all deserve better than that last battle, and I'm about to give it. Oh, Galacti-Boi, where are you? Ooh. Dude, if we get Galacti-Boi right now, I'm a salivate. I'm a salivate if we get Galacti-Boi right now. No. I'll do that in there. If we get crap on the other location, we can pull it here. More. It's Morbin time. Come on. I am going to Los Diablos. Diablos is good, actually. Yes. We just got Galacti-Boi. Dude, oh my gosh, this hand is looking juicy. Now, they don't run Electro on Morbius decks, so I think this is probably where you want to snap. Nice. Not nice, actually. You know what? We'll snap. It's whatever. We're young. We're sexy. We're young, we're sexy, we are full of energy. We're gonna discard all of his card. We have Chanchi in our hand. Oh, double snap! Dang, let's go! Next card he plays is double. Remember that. What if he plays like a Dracula? That I would pee my pants. If he plays Dracula now. That would be the funniest thing ever. That would be the freaking funniest thing in the world, dude. Wolverine. Dude, oh my gosh, this is so bad for him, dude. This is so freaking bad for him, dude. Why would you play Dracula? Why would you play Dracula? Why would you play Dracula when you played Shuri? This dude just blew my mind. What in the actual world, dude? What in the world? Now, does he have Chanchi? I'm gonna play it, boys. We're gonna do it. If he has Chanchi, he deserves the win. We deserve to be memed on. He reveals first. Dude, what in the world? Why would you do a Dracula? You got a free Shuri and you Dracula! Kinematics! Have you lost your mind? Anything would have been better than that. What an absolute amazing battle to end this 1 hour video, guys. So anyway, guys, I just gave you all 5 decks that will take you to infinite. You have to master them. You have to play with them at least 3,000 battles to really master a deck, like the Japanese say, right? They say like, I watch a lot of documentaries, and I watched this documentary about sushi making, and it's in Japan, of course, and the guy is like, well, this guy right here, he's an expert. It's Jiro's Sushi Dream or something like that. Whatever. It took this guy 10 years to master the rice. It took this guy 10 years to master how to cut the fish. And I'm like, dude, I put rice in my rice cooker, and in a minute and a half, it's done. So no, not 10 years. That being said, guys, what an amazing, amazing last battle. I don't know what this guy was doing. I don't know what he was smoking, but it was bad. That being said, guys, we are going to be wrapping for this episode right now. I cannot handle this last battle. I hope you're having a fantastic time, a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all later, guys. Bye.